Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going to go on a quest for truth together. Yes, we sure are. Hello, Jerry. How did you get here so quickly? Someday I'm going to learn your secret. You are amazing, amazing. I'm going to share this on out to my Facebook friends, so they can all join us here on the intranet where everything cool is, right? Right. I hope you're all having a grand old time, a great evening. It's beautiful weather here. And, you know, part of being beautiful weather is very few mosquitoes. That you have to include that. When it's really beautiful out. It's, you know, very few mosquitoes this year. Hello, Cassandra, Mud Rabbit. Wow, we're all here. Look at this. And we got 3 likes. I'm going to be number 4. All right, I'm number 4. They still let me like my own videos, isn't that? But I can only like it once. So if you can help me out, that would be great. If they would let me, I would just keep clicking it all day long. Well, maybe I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't, but welcome, folks. I'm so glad that you're here. And now we need to get some of this music rolling here. Okay, I hope that's good. Say, I want to put a special thanks out. First of all, I want to thank Rat X and Kathy Weiss for super chatting last time. I also want to thank Pam Dennis and Carrie and Todd Swearingen for purchasing some of the official gear from the merch store, like the one I'm wearing right now. Here, let me see. I gotta put this on here so I can see it. There it is. Look at that, Truth Quest. You can be a Truth Quester. And I went shopping with this on today. So I like wearing that around, spreading the love, you know. And oh yeah, my granddaughter Hazel. Oh, isn't she just a treasure? I mean, I just can't believe how, you know, how darn cute she is. I mean, very Pebbles-like, I'd say. And way cuter than my kids ever were. So, you know, what does that tell you? I don't know. What does that tell you? I don't know. Let's see here. Yes. Today, friends, we're going to talk about something that I can't even believe that it's questioned, but it is questioned quite a bit, actually. The validity of one of the cases. Now, the elements that don't want this stuff to come out, they're actively, you know, working against us and, you know, trying to do whatever they do. I don't know. They're doing something. But anyway, this case came out in the 90s, okay? There was, you might know about it. I'm sure you do if you're at all interested in this field. And I'm going to get that. Where is that? I'm going to get that. That's not it. There it is. There it is. Okay. And now I have to do a little screenshot here, folks. Cuter than a cuticle. That was really funny. I know, I like that. Cuter than a cuticle. I know. She's just like, how did you guys, it's such a cute kid. Now, boy, I hate to show this after talking about how cute Hazel is, and I have to show you this. But this is the subject of today's show, and I apologize ahead of time. Yeah, she's like sweetest. And she loves the super cubes. She loves to throw them, and Finn, the big dog, border collie, just loves to play fetch with those things. He's so agile, he can anticipate the crazy bouncing of those things. Amazing. I told my son he should put that dog in the dog Olympics. There should be dog Olympics. Okay, what we're going to talk about today, friends, and I hope that everyone's okay with this. It's the alien autopsy. Of course, the now controversial, I guess it always was controversial, film that was released by this guy Santilli in the 90s, like 95, I think. Commander Riker, you know, the guy who plays Commander Riker on Star Trek Next Generation. He was the host of the program there, bringing this forward. And they had a whole host of people they talked to. They talked to some special effects people, you know, some of the best in Hollywood. And they were bamboozled. They didn't know how they were able to do this. And, you know, they said, well, if someone did this, we'd hire them. No, well, no one ever came to them and was, you know, offering themselves up for a job. So the film, for one thing, the film this was filmed on was from or before 1947. So if someone was going to hoax this, they would have to find primo, super good condition film from 1947 to then fake this in 95. I mean, film's pretty fragile. You have to keep it, I don't know. That would be very difficult to do. Anyway, I just think that this was real, and I've got reasons for my belief that it's real. Now, there is some people now out that claim that this was hoaxed. Okay, so no, there was a concerted effort to paint this as a hoax, and they went to an extreme. They hired either one sculptor or a team of sculptors to make a copy of this. And then they rolled that out and said, oh yeah, here it is. It's all fake. We just faked it. Well, I call bull crap on that because it didn't look anything like this thing, okay? One of the reasons this thing looks so grotesque and why it gives you that feeling is because it was recently alive. You can't get that in a sculpture. I've worked with some of the best sculptures in the world. You can't do it. No, I say it's real. I really do believe it's real. I mean, for one thing, it took them, what, decades to come out and supposedly say that was fake? It's the deep state or the cabal or whoever you want to call it, the people who are in control of this secret information, this alien information. They want to put a can on all this. They want to make everything go away. They want to paint everything as a hoax. So of course they are going to go after the ones that are the most real, and they're going to try and paint them as a hoax. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, I've watched these videos that claim it's a hoax. I'm not convinced. The rubber thing they show doesn't look anything like this. It doesn't have the feeling of recent death, recent aliveness. And it's something that you cannot capture in a sculpture. If you could, then if you're a good enough sculpture, your sculpture would get up and walk away. But no, I don't want you to shut up. I just get a little bit emotional because, you know, when there's a case like this with actual footage, and then they work so hard to debunk it, it's aggravating. It's very aggravating that they would try that. And everyone's so hungry for information, it just gets lapped up. And, you know, when I first saw the debunking, alleged debunking, I was intrigued and I watched it with an open mind, and I concluded it was not the same thing, that they in fact perpetrated a hoax to make it look like a hoax, and which is despicable. I think it's despicable. So that's just what I think. Okay, here's one of the reasons that I say that this was real. Okay, number one, if this is supposed to be an actual alien from the Roswell crash, something that's been described by a few of the eyewitnesses over the years, very publicized what they saw. And what they saw was a being with 4 fingers and 4 toes. Okay, this thing has 6 fingers, and count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toes. Yes, let's count. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy, I don't know what to say because it's supposed to be the last one, but there's one more right here. So, okay, if this is supposed to be a representation, a fake sculpture of one of the beings in the Roswell crash of 1947, why on earth, if they're spending millions of dollars to have this thing sculpted, I mean, which this isn't a sculpture, by the way, but I'm just saying I'm on that premise. Why would you give it 6 toes and 6 fingers? Why? And why wouldn't you give it the typical face with the oversized big black eyes? Why would you give it a face that no one has ever described before? Because it's real. That's why. That's what makes me think it's real. I don't know what anyone else thinks about that. Let me check the chat. Okay. Hey, Mr. Dennison, how you doing? Thanks again for calling in last time. So, along those lines, what we need to do here then, friends and fellers, is, okay, here is, I gotta drop this in the old Chat-O-Matic. Uh-oh, I gotta move that little guy. Chat, there's the chat. Hello, chat. So glad you're here. Redemption by Tony Dennison, yes. Watch my last show before this. Tony called in. He's gonna be on as soon as I get done reading the book. And he even reads part of the book on his Rumble channel, so check him out there. He's doing well. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Mr. Dennison, Tony Dennison. Great book. Yes. I don't know if you've seen this video, but it's pretty spectacular, actually. Pretty spooktacular, I'd say. It's not the one. There it is. Yeah, look at all those different angles. And look at the injury in his leg. Poor fella. Gosh. But now, if you read the book, what's the book? Alien Interview, Lawrence R. Spencer. In that book, Errol, the lone survivor of the craft at Roswell, states, and he was the lone survivor. Now, Errol occupied a not a flesh body, but a doll body. But the other crew members on board had flesh bodies, and these flesh-bodied beings perished during the crash when they were struck by lightning or whatever happened to them. Some say it was our advanced radar system that interfered with their gravity wave propagation, which caused them to crash. Either way, whether it was our radar or if it was the thunderstorms, they crashed, and the flesh beings, like this one was one of them, I'm assuming, had a flesh body. He was of a lower rank, and he had a flesh body. Now, Errol ended up leaving her doll body to return to the ship as an astral being, because there were other bodies, doll bodies on board that she could inhabit. So just like our soul inhabits our flesh bodies, they figured out a way how they can occupy kind of a robot doll body and still have the same soul. So very interesting. And so that's another reason why this rings true, because if the people who witnessed Roswell and saw the survivor and counted the fingers, and it was indeed 4, that's because that was the survivor, and it was a different kind, and it wasn't a flesh being. It was kind of a robotoid or a robot body that the soul can inhabit. And yeah, so that might have had 4 fingers, but the flesh beings, it looks like they had 6. And also, if you look at the Roswell crash wreckage, they also show in this film, they show like pieces of, it looks like a panel, like a desk panel with impressions of 6 fingered hands. So that the idea is you put your hands in these depressions in this like formica or metal table, but super lightweight. Maybe you could control the craft through your hands somehow. I don't know, but the 6 fingers is very interesting to me, because of course we have 5 fingers, and I think that if a being evolves or develops with 5 fingers on each hand like we did, I mean, we developed a numerological system based on 10, right? 5s and 10s, 10. Whereas this being might have done a base 6. And in base 6 mathematics, I'm not sure if this is correct. If we have a mathematician in the audience, let me know. But yeah, mathematician. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, look who's turning 40. Yeah, what do you guys think of this? I'll go back to the chat. I'll check and see what the chat has to say. Wow, what happened to our music? Oh. Okay, I gotta hit that and that. And it'll keep playing. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, so pretty freaky, huh? Freaky. All righty then. There it is, Tony Dennison's book, Redemption. All right, I'm gonna put the Zoom link into the old chat. If anyone wants to call in, I know, is Corbin Phoenix in the house? He's been texting me because there's this curious case that he's interested in. Yeah, the belly is interesting, isn't it? It looks like it's pregnant, but it has no sex. It's has no sex organs at all. So, yeah, here's join the Zoom. There we go. Copy. Oh, don't you love copying and pasting? I remember using real paste, but I never ate it. Some kids did, but I didn't. It does look pregnant. There's the Zoom. Let me go check and see if anyone's chatting in here yet. Not yet. Special little message for anyone who calls in on the chat. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and base 6, I guess, doesn't have, that's what I was trying to get at. In base 6 mathematics, pi doesn't run on forever, okay? So you don't have these run-on numbers that we have. Hey, Plato. It's a good one. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Jokes are great. Jokes are great. You know what? Decomposing from being in the desert? You mean the leg? Or you mean the bloated tummy? That could be too. Yeah, but they don't have a stomach either. They don't eat that way. I think they absorb nutrient-rich liquids through their skin and their arms. I believe some of them do. I'm not sure these ones do that, but Plato. Very good. Could have been decomposing in the desert. But the leg looks burn damaged. I don't know. But yeah, I there's just so many things about that film that look too real. I mean, it just. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if my buddy knows we're live. Corbin, are you in the house? I don't know. Let me check and see if he's dialing in. No? Well, maybe I gotta send him a link. I'll send him the soul link, Aruni, here. And yeah, hope he gets that. It'd be cool to hear from him. He's got some craziness happening at some. These farm animals are being eaten by something, and there's some video. It's kind of questionable what exactly that it is, but it sounds interesting. So we'll see if he calls in about that. So call in if you want, buddy, or anybody else. Got something you want to talk about? Maybe you have a different opinion about the alien autopsy video. That boy, if they're going to spend millions faking it, why didn't they give it 4 fingers and make it, give it the big wraparound eye, the ones everyone describes, because the one they picked doesn't look like any kind of alien that anyone's ever described. Looks vaguely like it, I think. That's my opinion. Let me see here. I'm going to share this out to my... where did it go? Let's see. This didn't get... Oh, no, it didn't get sent out. Well, I'll have to share this on out there again. For some reason, it didn't go. Oh, maybe it did, and I just didn't see it. Oh, I'll post it twice. Post it. I'm going to post it to my my Truth Quest page too. All right. Oh, it's not showing up. Oh, Facebook. I tell you, sometimes they're just not, just not there. Anyhowser. Hey, Corbin, you are here. All right. Yeah, why don't you call and tell me what you're talking about with this person that might want to come on the show or something? Something like that. Sounds interesting. There he is. There's my friend. And there he is. Well, hello, Mr. Phoenix. How you doing? I turned on the music.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, there he is. I like that picture. I like
what's
that. Cool picture, man.
Yeah, I'm at my homegirl's house, man. Natalie, she's like a extraordinary artist, so she does this type of stuff. I'm over here really just like hanging out, and I'm supposed to help her with setting up her audio devices for. She wants to get into audio, like production and recording and stuff. So
very cool. Well, cool. Yeah. So, do you want to talk about this thing that you sent me? There's a little video.
Man. Okay. So this girl on my Facebook, she posts this image of some kind of weird ass being, and she was like, "I seen this in my yard. The eyes are like damn near a foot apart, like between both eyes, and wow. It's about 6.5 feet tall, 6'5.5", well 6'5" feet
Whoa.
tall, and
Whoa.
and it basically she said that it comes and it like grabs like her livestock, like like chickens, turkeys, shit like that, and and she said that somebody like close, like around her, said that it ran into her yard or into her field and grabbed one of the cows and took off with it at a breakneck speed.
Whoa, with a cow? Oh my God. That's wow.
Yeah.
Took off with a cow.
Took off with a cow, man. This motherfucker's like 6'5".
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is just, that's freaky. That
Grab
is,
the cow. Yeah. So
hey, grab the cow while you're at it, will ya? Okay.
yeah, like no problem.
Hey, we're gonna be late. Can you just grab that cow and bring it over here?
Yeah, we don't got time to go to the grocery store for the cookout.
Yeah.
Shit,
You said get milk and meat. Well, here's the cow.
yeah, hey, my homegirl said, yeah, you gonna make us mushrooms.
Oh,
Yeah, have a mushroom cow at the house. Fuck the milk, fuck the meat, just mushrooms. Hey, milk, meat, and mushrooms.
there you go.
Wow, the 3 M's. Cows, they give you the 3 M's. Milk, meat, and mushrooms. Holy shit. Wow. But anyway, but yeah, back to what we was talking about. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna go on Wednesday. Wednesday night, if it's cool with you. It's her husband that we're supposed to talk to because he's the one that spotted it on the on his surveillance cam. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah. But yeah,
that sounds great, man.
yeah. We'll get that going. I've never really talked to her before, but like, you know, I just like said, fuck this, I got to know. So I just inboxed her as soon as I seen it. I said, man, yo, what is happening? What's going on? So
That's
yeah.
cool. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. So its eyes are like a foot apart. Now, what kind of thing could this even be?
Don't know, man. Don't know. Maybe it could be some kind of, I don't know, man, some kind of chupacabra or something.
Chupacabra, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a fast land crab.
Yeah. Shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, that's kind of wild though. I mean, I've heard of like wild stuff happening around, you know, around the area, but I never really encountered anything myself. As far as that, I've seen traces of things, but I've never seen anything. I got a homegirl of mine. She said that her dad actually like encountered what I guess you would call a Bigfoot, and yeah, and it was around like the fence row, and he said the motherfucker was on the other side of the fence, and then it stepped on the fence like and pushed down the barbed wire to the ground and like pulled up and pulled the post out the ground. Wow. And just took it and then took another step up. And he said when he did that, he had a 9mm and he shot it. And he said, you know, he knows the difference between like hitting like an animal or hitting, just something regular. He said it was just so solid when like he said the bullets were just thudding against this thing and it did nothing to it. So he just took off and he just ran off and he came back to the house and he was just kind of sitting up there stunned, just like, man, I know I hit it, but it didn't do anything. It didn't drop it. I know I hit it. And then she was like, what's wrong, Dad? And he was like, man, I don't know what it was, but man, it was big as shit, probably about 8-9 feet tall. And I hit it and I couldn't drop it. I emptied the whole clip in it and it did not stop it.
Oh, Bigfoot and lifting that cow.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of wild, man. But yeah, so I mean, you know, that was in Louisiana. Was it Louisiana? Yeah, that was Louisiana. Yeah.
Maybe he's using a cow as a shield.
Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe the cow. Maybe that's what happens when cows take their own mushrooms. Like they actually like, you know, warp reality, you know, to their liking. Because, you know, I know you heard the term like retard strength. Like they don't, like, you know, cows don't have a cutoff, so in their mind. So what if you gave shrooms to a cow and it worked extra good, like to the point to where like they're not just imagining what's happening, they're actually seeing it, they're actually making it happen like that, you know. Like their high is actually, you know, like affecting reality. I don't know.
Whoa.
Reality?
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. You know how kids are, right? Kids, like, their imagination. So, well, really, if you think about it, it's not imagination. It's kind of like it's like they're actually seeing things. They're actually seeing the other side in multi dimensions.
Mhm.
So what? And then if you take something that's like that has way more of a cutoff than that, like a cow or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that would be crazy. Like if they actually manifested. I don't know. It's a weird concept, weird thought. But
Very, very interesting. Hey, I want to show you something. I want to show everybody this picture. Tell me if you've ever seen this or anything like this.
whoa, no, I have not. It looks like a hybrid.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah,
It looks like a hybrid.
it's really, really freaky. Now, this to me looks real. I mean, it doesn't look like it's manipulated in any kind of way.
No,
I could be wrong, but it could be someone, I guess, in a mask. But this looks so real. Look at how big his eyes are.
yeah, the eye, like that's what's killing me is the eyeballs. Like you can't really fake the size of somebody's eyes without CGI.
You know who describes this type of a human is Jim Sparks. And I interviewed him years ago, and he said he was taken to this floating building out in space, like this big spaceship, high-rise building out in space.
Yeah.
And they were, it was filled with these hybrid humans that had bigger heads, but really thin, wispy hair, bigger eyes. They were much more, ecological. And they are set to replace us if we blow each other up.
Wow. That's wild.
But he doesn't think that that's going to happen, but they're there just in case.
Man, that's wild. It's wild. Like this, like the band Alien Ant Farm.
But now that's not where this picture comes from. I got to tell you the source of this picture because, that's the right thing to do. It's written there. It's an Italian television or production company that did this story on this woman. Her name is Giovanna Pata from Italy, and she was been abducted numerous times, been pregnant numerous times, and then not pregnant weeks later.
Yeah.
And so one time she decided when she was pregnant, she decided to go get an abortion, and she had an abortion, and she has pictures of this thing. And it's something else. And her boyfriend or husband, or I can't remember if it was her boyfriend or husband or her partner, put up a motion camera outside of their place. And this is one of the pictures that it caught.
That's off the motion camera?
Yeah, like a camera in front of the door where they'd have to come to go into the house.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
I'm going by memory from an old show. So that's what I'm remembering. That's to the best of my knowledge.
I mean, yeah.
You know who I should have on to ask about this is, what's her name? She's from Italy.
Danon?
No. I interviewed her before 2 years ago. Gosh, she's been doing this for years. I can't remember her name. But she actually helped Clifford Stone get his first book out.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, so she's a very great, I can't think of her name right now, but I'll have to have her on again and ask her about this because it's so intriguing. Yeah. I want to show you another picture from that same batch of pictures. The Giovanna Pata case, which I think is unbelievable. Yeah, I keep thinking you're going to talk. That picture looks so realistic.
No, you know what? That like the eyes, like that's what kills me because like that is obviously not like doctored with CGI. So and like the hair wouldn't even look like wispy like that. It would have did some other shit and made it look all fucking like a hairstylist came through and did some things. Right. So that was definitely a real pick. But this, whoa, shit.
This is another one they caught.
Whoa. Wow. Yo, bring it back up. Bring it back up.
I don't know where it went.
Oh shit! They done got you, man. I seen a drone flying over the fucking interstate earlier.
Ah.
Yeah, no, for real. It was like a straight up. It was a drone flying over the interstate, just sitting up there. It was just in one spot, stationary. I mean, I imagine it was a drone. It was just weird to have a drone floating over the fucking directly over the southbound side of the interstate at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. But whatever.
Oh man, that is so weird. It just disappeared.
You see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying, dude? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
I better stop messing with it. So there it is. Now, I don't know, but like right here, it looks like there's a piece of grass on his face. Like he just walked through some tall grass or something. I don't know.
It could be that, or it could be a cut, or it could be a vein.
I don't know.
It looks wild. It looks wild as shit. I mean, it looks, it looks official. I mean, I heard that you got some that look like they look like fucking hammered shit. You know what I mean? They don't have like all the sleek lines, like more often than not, like the official ones, like they definitely got contours and shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This one's very freaky looking. There's another one. There's another one from that same batch that's an amphibian. I do not have that on this computer.
Oh shit.
And you know what? I pulled these pictures years and years and years ago. And I don't know what happened to that. I've never seen that video again. So these pictures, I don't know. They're not around, and they're kind of good pictures, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, this shit is definitely not like altered. I'm up here looking at it hard as hell, trying to see, like if I can see like telltale stuff from like like CGI altered type things. But yeah, it looks pretty official. But like, I'm still tripping off that first pic.
Yeah.
Like the eyeballs. You cannot fake that shit. And like I said, if CGI was in effect, they would have did something completely different. The hair would have been all fucking like the stylist came through. But yeah, that shit was wild. Like, you can't fake an eyeball size like that.
But that guy, I mean, it would be cool to have contact with those beings, because I think that guy has a future in rock and roll. I think.
Yeah. If he traveled back in time anyway. Yeah.
I think
or basically he could be a didn't the lead singer from AC/DC die?
I think
recently?
So.
Yeah, well, he could fill in for him. You got the same hair, you just got to put a hat on.
There you go.
Yeah, same shit, man. The eyes are a little too big, but I mean, if he can belt it like, you'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he could be the new Van Halen guy.
Yeah, and he performs completely telepathically.
There you go.
Yeah, like they just play the music, and then he just sits there and like stares at the crowd.
Yeah, he plays a telepathic guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Corbin, have you ever seen this? This is apparently from a base in, I believe, what was it? Down south there, Australia. Wasn't that what it says there? Pine Gap. Yeah, that's Australia. Pine Gap.
Okay.
So, extraterrestrial species, Nordics, SAM Nordics.
Yeah.
Swedes, tall whites, Nordics. I mean, but look at her eyes.
Yeah.
Have you seen this picture before?
I've seen it before. It's been a long time, but I've seen it before.
What do you think of it?
I mean, it's hard to tell because, like, like the quality of the picture is kind of shit. But I mean, it could be from a camera. They probably don't give a fuck when they take pictures. They probably use a camera that's got like 10 megapixels. They don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know it's real. They're not trying to like get the shit in 4K. They don't give a fuck.
Look at that nose. Look at her nose. Her nose is very unusual.
It's bare bones what the fuck a nose is supposed to be. Basically 2 nostrils in a fucking air hole and in an air passage.
Yeah, Good luck picking that nose.
Oh shit! Fuck around. Damn.
You know,
Yeah.
I wonder if Michael Jackson ever had to go back. Sorry, Doc, I picked my nose again. Oops.
Do you know that he was in the courtroom on that whole little like rape case and shit they tried to stick him on, and he sneezed and blew his nose off in the courtroom?
Really?
Yes, I swear to God, he blew his nose off.
Wow.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
They really should have cameras in the courtroom.
Yeah. But this was back in the day, man. This is back in the day. I mean, nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like my son would say, you've been caught in 4K. Like somebody's gonna have a camera going, So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you think Michael Jackson is actually frozen? Because that's what he was when Alcor first came out. He was like first in line to sign up for that. But
No, you good. Yeah. Nah, man. I mean, I think it's possible. Walt Disney froze itself, and he had more money than Walt Disney, so
yeah,
why not?
I froze myself waiting for the bus when I was a kid. It was 52 below. 52 below. All right, kids.
How much? 15 below?
52 below.
52 below.
All right, kids,
Man.
get on out to the bus stop. Run along.
Holy shit. Like, I've walked to the bus, like I walked to the house and to school in like maybe 15 degrees, but not no 50 something below. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Minnesota, man. And I remember one of those days when it was, I don't know if it was 20 below or 30 below or 50 below, one of those days when it was pretty darn cold.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pet that I took out of science class. You could take out these little pets, take care of them for a week and bring them back.
Yeah.
And I had this little chameleon.
Okay.
Named Fred.
Fred the chameleon.
So I had him in an old McDonald's Big Mac container. Remember those styrofoam containers you used to make?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was styrofoam. So I thought, oh, he'll be nice and insulated in here. I was just a kid,
Yeah, no. Holy shit.
And so this is so funny.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I get on the bus and some kid goes, hey, what's that? Hamburger? No. It's Fred. I opened it up and it's like, he was frozen. He was like a chameleon sickle. And,
oh my God.
I shouldn't be laughing about it, but no.
I'm just man, that brown Big Mac. The brown Big Mac container.
Yeah, yep. They're kind of yellow. They were kind of yellow, as I remember them, kind of yellowish looking.
But, yeah, yellowish, brown. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people see different shades differently. I mean, to me, it was brown, but it was like it was a burnt yellow. It was a burnt yellow.
Well, it was yellowish. I know that because one of the funniest Halloween costumes I ever saw utilized those too in a costume. So you ever seen like really super old grandma bed coverings that kind of like crocheted and stuff, right? Kind of lumpy. So this guy took one of those brown and wrapped it around a banana costume and put some of these McDonald's things, and he was SHIT with corn.
Oh shit! God damn!
He was in the.
Oh my God!
He was in the finals for the best costume.
Man, he should have won that shit.
And
won that shit.
He was up there with a couple other people. And he was running around in circles. Like, what are you doing? He goes. I got the runs. He's running around. It was so funny. But getting back to Fred, I gotta get back to Fred.
Mm-hmm.
I felt terrible. I thought, oh my God, I killed him. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to school and I put him in my locker in the top shelf, and I thought, well, I'll bury him after school. So I went to class, and towards the end of school, I'm like, oh man, I gotta go and bury Fred, man. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The kid sitting next to me goes, oh, is he dead? He picked him up by the tail, and he's tried to spin him around, and the tail broke. The tail broke.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad. They bounce back from that, but go ahead.
So I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I opened up that thing in my locker, and he's like looking at me. Then he looks at his tail, and he looks at me, and like, oh man, he was alive.
Yeah. Fucking Fred, you thought Fred was dead.
He was
Fred,
just hibernating.
Fred
Yes. Dennison said he was hibernating. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, honestly, they just do that, man. I mean, really, reptiles, I don't know, man. Like, there's something else. There's something else, man. Whether legged or non-leg, you know what I mean? Just a straight vertebrate. There's something else, man.
Yeah.
They can, they're pretty resilient. I mean, one thing that people have said is like that basically, like, when lizards, they can detach their tail from their body on command. Yeah. And nobody, and they haven't figured out how it's done. It's like they'll detach the tail, and then they'll analyze the tail, and right. But here's the thing.
They think they caught the animal. They think they caught the animal. Then he gets away.
Right. But like looking at like the science behind it, like if they analyze the tail, it doesn't look like it ever was attached to a body. It just completely breaks off. There's no blood. There's nothing.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Listen, and they cannot explain that shit. What I think the motherfuckers are like multi-dimensional, but in physical space. They've got something going on. Like their DNA is like tapped into some other shit. Like, I mean, if you notice like how a cobra moves, like they have a fucking cobra has a pineal gland. Yeah, it's basically a cobra is like mostly pineal gland. That's why they move and like they'll hypnotize your ass. Yeah. And they will fuck your shit up. And so, you know, it's something else, man.
There was a fox snake in my yard, and about a year or two ago, and I tried shooing it out. It just went back, and it's living in my hedges now somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's another thing too. Like before, I used to be like, fuck it, kill all snakes. But like, you know, like now I'm not really on that type of time. Like, you know, I know some snakes need to be around for like field mice because I live out in the country.
Yeah.
But I have kids. So it's like when I see a water moccasin slithering up to my house, like I kill those because it shouldn't even be up there. You know, and I got little kids, so you know I gotta protect them. You know, they're more important than
Wow.
But yeah. Like actually, my son the second one. I think since I've been living out here, I found one, and it was wildly enough. My son was with me both times, and it was at twilight. Both times it was at twilight, damn near in the same exact spot. And probably about a year or two apart. But the first time I killed it, the second time my son killed it.
Wow.
And it was, like the first time I think it might have been a baby rattler, the one that I killed. And then the one that he killed was a moccasin. Was a water moccasin.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I let him kill it. I said, Holson, would you want to do the honors? And I just gave him a shovel. And he was like, yeah, Dad. And I said, you know, because I explained to him why I did it the first time. So when he knew that, he was like, okay, I have to do this to protect my family. So that's why, you know, it was just nothing for him to do, you know. Yeah, he's a little soldier, man. He's a little soldier. He's a good soldier, man. You know.
That's cool. Yeah. I grew up by a Lake Minnetonka over in Minnesota, and
Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah.
Yeah, bam, yeah.
There is this Boy, I forgot what I was going to say now. You're so excited about Lake Minnetonka.
No,
do you remember that from the Prince?
Listen, I used to watch Purple Rain religiously when I was fucking a kid, bro. So every time I hear Lake Minnetonka, I wake the fuck out. So.
Oh yeah, well, I grew up in Lake Minnetonka, but across the street from Lake Minnetonka. We used to ride our bikes down. We'd go swimming on Surfside.
Yeah.
There's a great little beach.
Yeah.
And there was this kid down by the docks where we used to go fishing and swimming and stuff, and kind of more by our neighborhood. And he grabbed this little baby snake and he put it in his pocket. He goes, you should get some baby snakes and keep them in your pocket. I said, why would I want to do that? Because they fit. They love being in your pocket. I don't think that's a good place for a snake to be.
No.
He kept these snakes in his pocket.
No.
Like that's what everyone. These are garter snakes, gardener snakes, or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
They don't. Yeah, they're harmless, especially the baby ones. They're kind of cute, actually.
Yeah.
My mom would not allow any snakes in the house.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen a blue racer?
A what?
A blue racer.
No, I mean on the highway.
Well, no, listen. There's a certain kind of snake called a blue racer down here anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, listen.
No, never heard of a blue racer before.
Listen. Let me pull some up real quick. Hold on.
Sounds scary.
Yo, listen. They're this color. They're the color of this shit without a black light. They're the color of this, like in regular daylight. It's crazy shit.
Oh, I don't think your camera's on.
You see me? Is my camera off?
Your camera's off. All I see is your
goddamn, I didn't even know, bro. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Oh shit.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there is. Yeah, like listen, they're the color of this. Blue racers are the color of this in regular light. Yeah, like it's really weird. So there's this guy that rides this bike that has a bunch of LEDs and lights on it and shit. Just like a real eclectic type B personality dude around here. And he was at like a little get together at a gazebo. And I'm at the park just kind of chilling, and then I hear like and so I look over like oh shit it's something happening. I look over and I see this guy holding this fucking snake, and I don't know what made me just go over there. I don't even know these people, so I go over there. I'm just like yo what's going on? So he's like oh he got a snake. So I was like let me see what's going on. So I walked up to him and shit, and it's wild because the snake was kind of like acting like it was like striking at people, and this guy's holding it while it's striking at other people. Yeah, it was. And then I said, what kind of snake is that? Because the color of it was such a blue, like just vibrant, radiating like a glowing blue, like a neon blue almost, like a dark violet neon, strange. And I said, what is that? What kind of snake is that? He said, it's a blue racer. And I said, you just pick these up? You know they don't bite? And he was like, oh man, it'll bite, but it won't bite. It don't have fangs. It's not really poisonous like that. So I was like, holy shit. And then, so it's like I said, it's attacking everybody else. So then I walked up and the snake just kind of like came off of his hand down his arm and just slithered across the picnic table up to me. Like, hey, what's up? It was weird. Fucking listen, people have said that blue racers they trip them out because they actually try to communicate with you. Wow. Like they try to, like certain people, they would just like, I don't know, man. They'll just communicate and try to fucking like interface with you just out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I know pink flamingos get pink from the food they eat. I wonder if that blue racer is eating like blueberries and bluebirds or something.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Who fucking knows, man? But that's blue racers, man. You should check out some videos of them, man. They're pretty interesting, little weird things, man.
Yeah, wow. There's so many different kinds of life. It's just crazy,
I think some of them are extraterrestrial. I think a whole lot of them are, because from what I've understood is on this. Exactly, yeah, we're extraterrestrial to a degree. But as far as like all the flora and fauna on this planet, I mean, they've said that this planet is like a library planet. So it's not just the crystals. It's also the life forms as well, because everything's in fractals. It's not just, if something is a library on a universal sense, it's not just gonna have books in it. It's also gonna have specimens. It doesn't stop there. Like the universe is the best teacher, so it can't. If anything is a teacher in this universe, it's not just gonna stop at one form of information or one form of data. It's gonna span the whole thing. So if you got a planet that is a teacher planet or a library planet, is going to have like information from biological down to like physical down to metaphysical, you know? Yeah. It's a learning. Yeah, like old girl said, yeah. Yes. Right, like to cycle just right. To cycle up. Yeah, like this planet, you know, it's one of those planets that you go to cycle up. Yep.
There's I've heard it said that there's way more life here than on other planets.
But I've never read a book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing about it. Like library planets are rare. That's the reason why, like, you know, so many, you know, different extraterrestrials or interdimensionals are drawn to this planet. Is because it's not a common thing to have, you know, a library planet. You know, like this whole planet is just basically a big ass fucking science lab. You know, and that's basically what's happening. But beyond, I mean, there's way more layers to it than that. I mean, you know, just like I do, and probably even more so. So,
like an onion, like an ever expanding onion that keeps.
Yeah, I mean, I've never read a book, so of course there's other learners out there. I'm not stupid.
Right. You see exactly, like a lot of shit that I come to know. It just comes to you. Like that's the thing.
But if there's key points out there that spark something, and then it will teach you.
Right, exactly. So like that's the thing. Right, you don't even have to learn from like from like books. You could just basically just have an open mind and just learn through conversation and communication. Yeah, that's
oh my God.
Yeah. That's the reason why it's so hard to like talk to people that that think that you have to learn something from somebody else or have to learn something through like conventional means. It's so hard to like tell them, hey, there's a conspiracy going on here. Hey, these motherfuckers are trying to kill you. Hey, these people ain't trying to kill you. It's so hard to explain shit like that to them because they think that everything's supposed to happen in this like really rigid, you know, linear, you know, way of learning things. And it's ridiculous. Like I've learned more talking to you and other people than I've learned from any school, you know, or from any book. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. Because see, like when we have conversations or whatever, and then it's like, I'll have like epiphany upon epiphany, just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try to talk, you know, and that's the thing, like the more, I guess you could say awakened people that you talk to, the more you learn shit. Like you don't even have to read a fucking book. It just comes to you and you figure it out in conversation. It's really strange. But
it's true.
Yeah.
It's somehow we receive packets of information somehow without even knowing it or something.
Downloads.
Well, yeah.
Downloads.
Yep, downloads. That's why it's really good to get out in the sun at least 30 minutes to an hour a day and just let pure sunlight just hit you. You know, because if you notice, like, I don't know, me personally, I feel like all the time that there's a haze in the air now. The sky used to be clear blue, just fucking clear, like crystal clear blue. Nowadays, there's always a haze in the sky. And I think that's part of, you know, the chemtrails and shit like that, because they know what the sun does to like the human consciousness. So they try to block it out, you know, without blocking it out. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like almost kind of like, you know, like a filter. Like they try to filter the downloads now, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, so that helps. So it's just a lot of different shit, you know what I mean? You know, they just try to do, yeah, they want to dim it down. Yeah, dim them down.
But you know, when you read, things do look brighter. Kids were playing out.
Yeah, you know, but I.
The day before it was nothing. The color was different. The next day it's like,
Right, exactly.
But when you reach a higher frequency,
colors are more vibrant. But you know what's wild about this shit? Listen, I got COVID, right? When I got COVID,
really,
and I stepped out the house because I was in the house for like 4 days straight, did not leave the house, and I'm thinking it might be a light sensitivity thing. But when I went to my job, there's different colors of ink. I walked up in that bitch, and I'm talking about, it's like the colors were just booming. But at the same point, I didn't have no smell. I couldn't smell anything, and I could not taste. So it might have been like, sensory atrophy.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, because my nose and my taste was fucked up, my eyes, like, enhanced everything around me. So it could have been that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's wild, man. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I think you're for everything that we. Oh yeah, we all got psychic abilities. I was talking to my cats telepathically the other day. Yeah, for real. I was sitting in the living room, and I was like, let me try something, because it seems like every time I'm feeling a certain way or thinking a certain thought, she'll run up to me and she'll start like loving on me. So I said, let me try something. So I sat there in the living room, and I just sat there, and I was just like raving in my head, just like, telepathically. And then like she came, jumped off the washing machine and walked up to me, just going, like, looking like, what's up? What's going on? And I was like, it worked. So I told my kids that shit, and my kids, they started doing it, and it was working. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't even know. I didn't have to look at her. I didn't even have, I went complete. I didn't say anything. I was
you just thought it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Telepathic.
Not everything I think.
Yeah, you say everything you think. Yeah. Yeah. No, she's definitely on the level, man. She definitely got it, man. She got it. Homegirl Natalie, she got it.
That's cool.
Your sister's been abducted? No, dude. Did you hear that?
No.
No, she doesn't. She just got jealous. She's actually really better than what she was, but something happened to her. I know for a fact. She said something about with the red laser too. But I don't know if she'll ever.
She said she got abducted. And she said,
a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She told me, and I believe everything my sister says. Of course, I believe anything really.
Right, like, why would you lie? Why would you fucking lie?
Why would you lie?
Why would you lie?
But we don't act like she's got schizophrenia. We're giving her love and support, and she's getting better. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but the doctor said they had schizophrenia issues.
Well, I mean, but you know how doctors do, though.
Exactly.
They'll sit there and try to
really know.
diagnose this shit to cover up what really fucking
And
happened.
you never know what happens to you.
Exactly.
All you can do is it's my sister. I'm gonna give her all the love and support. But you know what?
Anyway.
I believe her for sure.
Right.
Because there's shit out like that. I mean, there's shit out there.
Yeah.
Things happen to me.
Yeah. But yeah,
I only see the dead.
that's another thing too, man. Like, a lot of times people, like, they don't even need to go to like mental health or anything. Like, sometimes they just need to have people around them that, that are open-minded and will listen to like what they have to say.
Yeah.
Because it's just like what she was saying. Like, they try to like say, oh no, you're just having an episode, when she's like, no, I got abducted. Like, I mean, it very well could be an abduction. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, just, military intelligence doing this shit, or it's an actual abduction. Because we know that they'll do shit like that to like fuck with people and like put out, propaganda and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then also to test their technology, hypno technology as well.
The propaganda is bad, but the impropaganda is even worse.
Impropaganda. Improper. The improper.
Impropaganda. That's really bad stuff. That's the bad stuff. Propaganda is bad, but the impropaganda, that's really
improper. Yeah, exactly. That's super improper.
Super bad.
Yeah, super bad. Over bad.
Wait. When you say super bad, that means good though. So you gotta be careful.
Well, but now, I mean, it depends. Like,
bad means good. Good means bad. I mean,
right. Well, I mean, if you see like a bitch that's like, hey, that bitch super bad.
That's why texting doesn't make sense. You can't hear the inflection.
Right.
You don't know if it's, do they mean good or bad?
Right. Honestly, to be honest, in a way, texting, in a way, it like I said, it cuts the like the human connection. But after a while, you start to like be able to use like the psychic and get impressions from what's being sent.
Oh, really?
So it almost kind of trains your your third eye or your extrasensory to like be able to read what's being said on the deal. Like, because for instance, somebody could say one sentence and then another person say the same sentence, but because you know that person,
yeah, it sounds different. Yeah.
It's gonna sound different. So that automatically it's starting to train. It's like, really, to tell you the truth, there's no way they can get around us awakening. There's no way. Like, we're gonna find a way to awaken. And that's.
I do it every day, dude. I do it every single day. I wake up every day. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop.
No, don't stop. Please don't stop.
I'm gonna keep on waking up every day and waking up everybody. That's why, when I go out, I wear the Truth Quest shirt.
Send me one. Matter of fact, I'll just buy the shit. I'll buy it because I think the money that you sent me from the super chat, I think they turned an all right penny before everything crashed about a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and buy one, man. So I'll hit you up, man, after this, and I'll give you one, man.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Rock that shit, man. But like you said, as long as you don't get awoke.
No.
Don't get woke.
Now, just to tell you, the t-shirts, they run a little small, but the long sleeve t-shirts, they run a little big.
Okay, well, I can fit. I mean, if I can fit like an XL. I can fit an XL, no problem.
That's what I got. I got an XL for this and the t-shirt. The t-shirt's kind of tight, but this has got room.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see, this is the XL I got on right now. So I mean, it could work. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, shit. So like, I don't know. Is there anybody in the chat? Like the chat, anybody got anything to ask us or whatever?
Well, yeah, they're just chatting amongst themselves. I think they're being pretty good. I know someone was complaining about the F-bombs.
Oh man, hey, look, we're all about to die. So I mean, you might as well get okay with it. You might as well get okay with it.
I plan to live forever, and so far my plans work perfectly.
I said that to somebody just the other day at work.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, hey, life's a bitch, and then you die." I said, "Man, I'm not dying." I said, "I'm living fucking forever."
That's right. That's right. Because we actually do. Our souls live forever.
Yeah, they don't go nowhere, man.
Yeah.
They don't go anywhere, and that's the thing where I've told people, I was just like, man, look, like, I already know that, like, I'm coming back around again, like, because, it's going to take a little bit because y'all are stupid as shit, you know what I'm saying? So I got to come back. Yeah, I got to come back, man.
Isn't there a new Tom McDonald video about that? About you so stupid?
I never listen. To be completely honest, I've heard Tom McDonald like 4 times in my life because like one of my homegirls was just like Tom McDonald crazy. Like she's an admin on the on his Facebook. She just eats a mile of this dude's shit, a mile of it. Like, don't get me wrong, he's on point, but at the same point, how do I know that he's not an agent?
Right.
How do I know? I mean, he said some shit that was pretty profound not too long ago. He said, "We don't have to kill you. All we have to do is clone your gods." Like in AKA the celebrities.
Right.
And we will control you all.
Right. Yeah. Don't do what those celebrities do.
That's Tom McDonald now.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
I'll never do that finger thing where it's just this finger and this finger. I think that's demonic.
Dude, you got a fucking big ass spread on your hands, bro. God damn. Like this right here is like really wide. Holy fuck, man. Like, dude, I got a big spread on mine, but I think yours might be a little bit like wider. Your fingers are short. Yeah, your fingers are shorter than mine, but the spread on your hands is fucking nuts. Your palm, yeah. No, I'm saying like this, yeah. The palm is like super wide. Like, yeah. Like, that's wild. I gotta my kids have hands just like that. Like their fingers aren't as long as mine. Yeah, like the girls, they have that big spread like that, but the fingers are short.
Watch this. I can do this magic trick. Watch.
Hey, get down now. Get down.
I do know some magic.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shit, with a big K. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, man, no.
Do you know I have the longest finger in the world?
What's that?
I have the longest finger in the world.
What's up? What is it?
You do?
Yo, yeah. Hey, check out the pickup line though. Girl, you got the longest legs I ever seen. She's like, what do you mean? My legs are short. Nah, because they go all the way up to heaven.
Retarded.
Yeah. yeah. You get them like that, Aaron. You get them like that.
Well, you know, I must be not very good at though. I'm not good at the pickup lines because when a woman asks me if I'm single, you know, I tell them, I say, well, I wasn't born a twin.
Hey, no, that's right there. She's gonna be like, okay, where are we going?
No, they turn around, they go away. Like,
they go away, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like that's a cold one. That's a cold one. I'm gonna have to use that one, man. I'm gonna have to use that one.
Yeah.
You know, just for experimental purpose, just for science.
Yes.
Like, cause just for science.
Here's another one. I think I got this in a joke book. I think. Hey, baby, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk in again?
Hey. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah. Nasty.
Pick up lines, I tell you.
Yep. Nah, man. So, yeah. I don't know. Like, so, like, what the chats is pretty much doing their own thing. They just said, "Fuck this shit, man. We don't even care what they're talking about."
So, have you done any new music lately?
Actually, I picked up a beat from somebody. Probably about 3 weeks to like a month ago. Yeah. And you know, I've just been kind of just like, you know, writing different ideas or whatever, just outlining. But it's like one of those beats that you kind of like reminisce to. The weird thing about it is I got the beat. Well, this is the reason why I got the beat. It was this producer named Shine on Instagram. And like I'd never heard of him before, but he had sponsored, you know, or paid to get this, you know, sponsored to get as many, you know, eyes on it as he could, this beat or whatever. So it's playing, and I plugged it into my auxiliary cord, and we riding. And my son's sitting in the back, and he was in the middle of the middle of talking about something. I don't even know what he's talking about. But all of a sudden he just stopped and said, "Ooh," and I said, "What's up?" And he said, "I like that." And he was just kind of vibing, and he said, "You need to make you a song. You need to put words on that, Dad." And I said, "Oh man, you know, I'm up here like not like, man, you bullshit, man, you know, whatever." Then I turned around and looked at him. He was just like,
You better do it. You better do it.
He was like, "No, I need you on this." And I was like, so $150 later.
There you go.
Yeah, I got the stems. The guy was real cool. Sent me the stems to it. I told him how, you know, I came across it. He was like, "Yeah, man, I got you, man." He's like, "Yeah, you can get it," you know, and and I got the beat. So like I said, I've just been kind of milling around it. It's a really cool beat. You know, and it kind of puts you in the mind of like nostalgia. And it's just like, there's so much shit that I've been through, so much shit that I've seen other people go through, so much stuff that's happened. That's like, and then people that's just like still around, people that's fell away. And I'm just like, man, where do I start? You know, I came up with a hook, you know what I'm saying? And I just basically, I just got the hook right now. I got everything laid out. What's the hook? Hold up. Hold on, shit. Hold on. Oh, wait, I might have to hold it. Let's see. As I reminisce on the past, use to wish the good times are forever last. I see as days of old grow brighter, make my soul light up anew. This how you make the future stop and let the past wind. As I reminisce on the past, used to wish the good times are forever last. I see as days of old grow brighter, made my soul light up anew. This how you make the future stop and let the past wind. As I, yeah, and that's like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Encore.
Yeah, I still know how to rap. Just because, listen, that's what I'm saying. It's a painter stop painting. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
It's a rap. Yeah. It's a rap, buddy. It's a rap.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's a rap.
Sounds
with
like a really good song, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, all I gotta do is like, that's the thing. Like I know how to rap. Even on a bad day, you know what I'm saying? I can still write better than like 90% of people. You know, so like I know it's like all I have to do is do the verses at anywhere between 90% to 100%, and it's still gonna do what it needs to do. So the hook is already there. The hook sounds really good. So that's a song. It's already there. It's just like I gotta figure out how I want to approach like the subject matter. You know, it's a lot of shit to go through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds excellent, man. You know, and when you say it's just a hook, but that's the song. You know, Prince wrote the song "Kiss," and he was going to give it to Moriarity. And Moriarity said, "This is just a riff or a hook. Why are we gonna?" Well, and then Prince said, "Okay, I'll do it," and he made it a huge hit. "Kiss." You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And
you know, because the hook was already there.
Tom Jones did a version of it.
Oh, wow. Damn. You see what I'm saying? And he just came up with the main, like just the riff. Like as long as the riff is like hitting, you don't have to do much after that. The riff or like the hook, as long as that's there.
Right.
You don't have to do shit after that hardly. You
know what? You know what else? I met this guy, Bernie Wayne. He's the guy that wrote the Miss America theme, and he wrote Blue Velvet.
Okay.
He told me a story about Blue Velvet when he had the song idea. He went to go show it to his publisher or his manager, publisher, whatever. And he's on the piano. He plays like two verses, and the guy goes, "Stop! It's a rap. We're gonna do it. Who do you want? You can have anyone you want.
Yeah,
anyone." And he said, he almost said Blue Eyes, but then he said, what's his name? The guy who did Blue Velvet. I can't remember his name right now, but Polish guy. Excellent singer. But I can't remember his name. But yeah, he didn't even let him finish the song. He goes, "But I'm not done." He goes, "I don't need to hear the rest of it. It's great. I just know it's going to be great." And it was a huge hit.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing.
Absolutely right. You are so right, man.
When the feeling is there, when you got the hook and you've got the fucking, you know what I'm saying, like the shit that like connects to your soul, you don't have to do shit else after that. Everything else is just basically like it's basically just like just the skin laid over everything else. Like you've already got the body, you got the bones, you got the veins, you got the fucking you got the muscle, you got all that shit, all the connective tissue is there. All you have to do is lay a thin layer over the top of it. That's it.
Clothes. The clothing.
You got the body.
The clothing.
Yep. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Put the clothing on it. That's it.
Yeah.
Right, because I mean, dude, I've ate food that look ugly as fuck but tastes good as shit. You know what I'm saying? I said food, okay, food. God damn it.
No, I was thinking about your story, dude. That fish.
Sorry.
Oh, you were thinking about that. Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. This guy's an amazing writer, you guys.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool story that he's working on. So.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still actually kind of like plugging away at it, man. I'm trying to. There's a part where, an 8-year-old Giles gets drunk.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he's dealing with like, I gotta leave my friends, you know what I'm saying? And this is I said, this is not America. This is not PC culture. This shit is like if you took 1970, but you put it like, it's but you put it on like a deep space planet. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
If you took, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like working class 1970 and put it on a deep state, not deep state, fuck no, a deep space planet. Yeah, this is what you'll get. And yeah, he doesn't want to leave his friends, trying to deal with it, fucks around, gets in like his homeboy's liquor cabinet before like some kind of like, you know, big competition. And he almost ruins the whole thing. I think he almost kills them in this competition that they're in. Yeah, they're in a competition that's like, it could potentially be real dangerous type shit. And he, you know, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, this is not you. And then that's when he has to like, you know, tell him why, you know, he got liquored up before the competition. And, you know, because at this age, he's 8, but he has like, you know, he has Nephilim strength already. So he's like, you know, he's 8 years old, but he's like, you know, he can hold his own type shit, beyond hold his own. So it's like, you know, what is wrong with you? You know, he's like a little baby tank, but you know, so they let him do things that maybe normal 8-year-olds wouldn't be able to fucking, you know, participate in. So yeah, and then that's when he tells him, hey man, yo, I gotta go to this other place. We gotta move, blah 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 blah. Lose my friends. And then that's when they're like, you know, oh no, man, like you're always gonna be our friend, bro. Like really, because he's still an 8-year-old kid. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand like that. You know that people will still be there even if you don't see him every day. You know,
right?
I mean, right. He doesn't understand that. So you know, he has to get reassurance. But you know, but he takes like the wrong route about dealing with it.
Sure.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, so like I said, you know, I'm trying to like. There's not gonna be no cell phones and this shit. There's gonna be none of that. You know, like I'm making this shit. Like I said, like honestly, if you think about it, I guarantee you a civilization that can access interstellar travel is not gonna be playing with cell phones. You know?
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with it. Like I really think that this shit is like the bane of like human existence at this point. Even though we're on cell phones right now, but we're doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? If we were face to face, we would do this. You know?
I'm on my computer. I'm not on the phone. So.
Well, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, you're on the phone.
But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I just really think people need to break apart and like reconnect. But on the note of reconnecting the right way, it used to be you could watch it and it's like as you'll watch a cartoon or something like that, and then there would be some things that like, you know, like grown-up humor, adult humor, you know, that would overly only connect to like a grown-up. You know what I'm saying? But like the kids, you know, they're just watching it, just looking at it, you know, they don't see the joke in it because it's not for them, right? Okay. I was watching Boss Baby earlier with the kids. And, you know, I was actually about to leave and, you know, come to town or whatever and be here. And there was a scene where the Boss Baby is talking to his older brother. And his older brother was like, how can I be down? How can I get down with what you're trying to do in the baby world, you know, to solve the mystery or like, you know, or find who's behind such and such. And he said, well, and this is the baby. Now listen, the baby has a grown man's voice. The child has a child's voice, which is strange. But I think this was a focal point in reason. Because in this scene, I had my eyes closed because I'm kind of sleepy. Went to work today, so I had my eyes closed. So I'm just listening to the audio. And I hear this grown man say, well, you can be in, you know, I can, you know, show you what needs to be shown. But there's something that you got to do. And then the kid says, what? And then, listen, I have my eyes closed. And then the grown voice says, suck it. And then the kid says, what do you mean? I don't want to suck it. And he says, suck it. You have to suck it. And then he said, but. And he said, do you want to know where babies come from? Boss Baby. A movie for fucking kids.
Wow. That's bad.
That's bad. Very bad. And I told my kids when I heard it, I said, do you hear this shit? This is what the fuck I'm trying to save y'all from.
We need new entertainment for our children that's not so who made that one? It was
Look it up. Look it up. Boss Baby. Look it up.
Balls Baby?
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby. Oh.
Yeah. Look it up. I had my eyes closed, and that's what did it.
Wow.
They do shit up like that on cooking shows. My kids are in their sleep. And this is part of the reason why I said y'all cannot watch TV and be asleep because they're only listening to the audio and your ears don't blink. They don't have lids. They're sitting there and I'm in the other room and I'm hearing, oh look, you see? Look, watch, just put it in your mouth. Oh, you see how good that tastes?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
I went in there and cut the goddamn TV off. Like, man, what the fuck? We're bombarded with this shit, man.
Yeah. I've talked about the TV art challenge on the show a number of times, but that is where you take the size of your TV, a canvas the same size or a piece of board or something, and you make a painting or you buy a painting and you put it in front of the TV. And every time you want to watch TV, you look at the art. And if you get tired of looking at the art, you can take the art off and put another one up there.
Yeah. Put another one.
That's the only thing they're good for is for putting art in front of.
Yeah, the fucking TV is like, yeah. Like I've been talking to my kids about this shit, and I'm just like, yo, we're gonna have like it's getting to a point to where we're not gonna be watching TV in this house. We might watch movies after I've done vetted them, but y'all not. I mean, hell, they was watching a kids TV show called Craig Up the Creek. All right, this shit is like BLM plus. Like none of the. All right, now like this is me speaking from, my perspective. Like none of the black people can do anything physical. It's always like somebody else. That's or it's the black female. Like the husband is a pussy. His big brother's a pussy. He's a pussy. He walks around with a purse.
That's disgusting. Now, I think everybody should just turn all that crap off and get some DVD sets of Flintstones and Leave It to Beaver.
Yes. I used to watch all that shit when I was a kid.
Was it Opie and
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith show.
Yeah, Andy Griffith.
On some of those shows, like on the Lucille Ball show, I mean, they're smoking cigarettes and drinking every day too. So
yeah. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. But like that's the thing. It's grown-ups. They're not like, you know what I mean? Like kids know that they're not supposed to smoke and they're not supposed to drink, but they can laugh at adults for being silly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they in a way that's also kind of like teaching kids you don't want to do that.
Right.
But it's cool to laugh at.
Gilligan's Island's a good one for kids. I mean, there's a lot of good shows for kids.
Right. And that's yeah. My three sons. I fucked with that.
My three sons, they used to love watching that.
I used to love watching that shit. And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like I know as a black man, like they didn't have no black folks in those shows, but I didn't need them to have black people in them shows to get what I needed to fucking get from that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's right. And that's the thing. As long as you fucking raise them right and you teach them to pay attention to the shit they're supposed to pay attention to, they can be non-black and watch this shit and still fucking like retain what they need to retain from it in order to be fucking productive ass people.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We're all one, man.
I know that. But here's the thing. They're trying to make it to where we're not all one.
Well,
they're trying to break shit up.
I know.
The
great dividers.
Yes, they're trying to do that.
Bobby Vinton, that's his name. Yes, Bobby Vinton. Thanks, Jerry. Bobby Vinton, that's who it was. Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet, Bobby Vinton. Okay, cool. Bobby Vinton. But yeah, man, I mean, like at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like, the way like somebody once said in like a comment thread, there was like, Beelzebub is all colors, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the devil. He's all colors, man. And I'm thinking like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like it's the appearance of being all colors. It's the illusion of being all colors. Like the fucking awakening is really all colors. Like it's all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, but the thing is, what I look at it is like you have to watch everybody. Just because somebody's white doesn't mean they're good. Just because somebody's black doesn't mean they're good. Just because somebody's motherfucking Indian doesn't mean they're good. Just because, and on down the line. You just gotta look at shit, and then when you see a red flag, usually it's leading to usually leading to a lot more red flags.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my whole thing. Like, I know nobody's perfect, but at the same point, if on a fundamental level shit's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta draw your line there.
Yeah. Well, we're working on a better world, aren't we? I mean, awareness is the big thing, and you pointed out some very interesting things that we need to keep an eye on. I mean, my goodness, I think
You got
about
a grandchild.
I think about my granddaughter. I hardly ever see her. She won't watch any TV here. If she does, it'll be Leave It to Beaver or
Right.
Gilligan's Island or something like that.
I used to watch that too.
Addams Family. I mean, some of that
I
stuff.
used to watch that too. Yeah. I mean, when I was in Virginia, that's all I watched. I didn't watch anything else. Everything I watched was black and white. I was like, what? Like 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I watched was black and white until I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? In that time frame from 7 to like 8, everything was black and white.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I was about to turn 8 that I started watching. I was like watching shit in color, and it was like, okay. And it was usually like fucking like wrestling.
Uh-huh.
I used to watch the Glorious Ladies of Wrestling Glow. I used to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Other shit. That's like if it was on TV, it was in black and white.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing about people like us, like creatives, indigo children, like what I am, what you are. Like, we didn't need colors to fucking frame shit up for us. We put the colors there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I remember when color TVs first came out.
Oh man!
Before we got our color TV, I'd be watching a show and it'd say, "In Technicolor."
Yeah.
Peacock would go, and I'm looking, I'm going, oh, I think I see colors. And it starts, I'm going, no, it looks black and white still.
Yeah.
Then we finally got our color TV. I think we were like the second or third or fourth people on our block to get color TV.
Yeah.
So cool to see things in color, finally.
Right. See, and that's wild too. Like, back in the 80s and shit, like they would run it just for the nostalgia. They'll still run it. They would still run shows in black and white.
Sure.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and it was daytime shit. You know what I'm saying? Like during the summer and shit, like I said, watching, you know what I'm saying? My Three Sons, Leave It to Beaver, fucking Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island, obviously, they ran that in color.
Some of it,
they would not run that yet, obviously.
The first season was black and white, though.
The first season?
I think so, yeah.
Color outside.
The first season. In fact, when you watch Gilligan's Island, when they're playing that music in the beginning and you see the ship leaving the harbor there, or the shore,
you
notice there's a flag, and the flag's at half mast because that's the morning that the president got shot.
What?
Yep. And they were filming during that.
Dude, this shit, like honestly, this shit's been going on for a long time, but I'm not trying to be a part of us still fighting by the time my kids are fucking grown.
Well,
Like,
I think it's going to be, well, we just got to, and when we say fight, we mean like working within the system, like running for school board and running for office and, committee, precinct committee men. There's like 100,000 openings all over the country. And those are the people that choose the people who are going to run. So if you want to make a difference, be a precinct committeeman.
listen, I get that, but man, do you know how hard it would be for people like us to get in there?
It's happening, dude. It's happening all over the place.
So I should at least try.
It's totally, yeah, you should. Yeah, you should.
I'll try. You know what? Fuck.
For mayor. I might run for mayor over here.
Man, get down. Hell yeah. Do it. Do it. Fucking do it.
But it there's pay involved. I don't know what I'd do with all that money. It pays 10 grand. 10 grand.
Wow.
For a year's service.
Yeah. And you can still do this, but when you get called, you have to go over there.
I gotta go to my meeting. Yeah, we gotta go talk about different things.
Yeah, but then you can also promote your YouTube channel.
I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
I want to take fluoride out of the water because I've lived here 28 years.
Yeah.
And I have yet to drink the water here.
Good deal.
I'm getting really, really thirsty.
Thirsty. Yeah.
So,
you can't put your mouth up under the faucet. You can't do that. You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that.
I can't do that.
Nope, we can't. We can't. Listen, my kids, we live on a well system. We have a well behind our house.
Yeah.
We bathe in that shit. Huh?
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So and we drink bottled water, and we got the well, and I think that's probably part of the reason why my kids are like, you know what I'm saying, not really falling into traps, because they bathe in water that's like, listen, up under the area that I live in, which is the 33rd parallel. Look that up. Okay. And this is like, I don't know if I told you or if I said it on this or like a live with you at all. It might have been on the phone, but basically, back in the day, back in the early days of the internet, back when like truth was uncensored, highly like the wild west. Yeah. You know, before the .com explosion. Yeah. Somebody had said, "Hey, we're gonna find the point, the geographical point, longitude and latitude of like what hell is on the planet Earth." And they did that, and I think it landed somewhere in like, you know, what would be considered as like, the capital of Phoenicia, something like that. It was something like that, like something it connected to something biblical.
Okay.
You know, and it was 33 and a third, and then 33 and a third, 33.33, and intersect with 33.33, intersected way over there in the Middle East somewhere. Okay. And then somebody said, okay, that right there is no, that was heaven. They found heaven like that. They said the heaven point on the planet was at that 33 and a third something. They said, let's find the opposite. So they found the opposite. And guess where the opposite landed at? Hope, Arkansas.
Hope, Arkansas. Whoa.
Where I live.
Wow.
So come to find out, and it's wild too, because in Arkansas, that's where like the Freemason Albert Pike. You going to Pikes Peak? No. You're not going there? Okay. All right. Well, listen. So they he was from North Carolina, but he considered Arkansas his home because he knew the esoterics. He knew all the shit. He knew that in Arkansas, that was like, you know, where the hottest point of the 33rd parallel was.
Can't hear you.
So
there it is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you glitched out for a second there.
Yeah, I bet I did. I bet I did. I bet the fuck I glitched out. So anyway, Albert Pike, highest ranked motherfucking 33 degree Mason ever. I think they said that he reached like 100 and something degrees, actually past 33s. And he actually like orchestrated like the 2 world wars that had to happen, or the 3 world wars that had to happen. Mm-hmm. He was from North Carolina, but he chose Arkansas as his fucking home. And you have, and listen, there's a place up here in Arkansas called Albert's Pike, and that's where he used to do his all his like satanic rituals, all kinds of wild shit. He was like 300 plus pounds back then. Mm. That and I don't know if you know, but that was like a symbol of wealth. If you were able to be fat back then. And
if there's a hurricane, you're the only one left.
Right, which is funny because Albert Pike is known for sweeping motherfuckers away when there's like torrential rainstorm. People dying up there. You know what I mean? So yes. Like, dude, he was tapped into some shit. You know what I mean? He definitely, I don't even think he was a human like that. I think something like basically kind of like said, oh, look at this baby right here as a demon and said, let me go inside of this motherfucker right here. Like, I think that's what happened. I think that fool was like the first coming of the Antichrist in our history, with the 1800s on up to now.
Wow. That's interesting.
So like so anyway, he chose that. Mm-hmm. But like I said, when they wanted to find the opposite longitude, latitude point from heaven, it ended up in fucking Hope, Arkansas, at the fucking airport in Hope, Arkansas.
Wow.
I live like 4 miles from that shit.
Yeah,
and they call it the Proving Grounds. I wonder why they name it that. They don't tell them what the fuck they do up there. But anyway, listen.
Is there like a Bill Clinton Boulevard around there somewhere? Or?
There's a Bill Clinton Drive, yes.
Is there? I figured there would be.
Yeah, wow. Oh yeah, definitely. So what I'm trying to, to go back to the internet thing. All right, when you used to look up Hope, Arkansas, or the Hope, Arkansas airport,
yeah,
nothing but CIA, FBI shit would come up. Back in the day. Back in the day, that's the only thing that would come up.
Sure.
Okay, this shit is sitting on like massive crystal deposits.
Oh,
like wow. Massive crystal deposits.
Crystals.
So, yeah, but crystals are kind of like, hey, like they're indifferent. Crystals are indifferent. It's like they're like, yes, we would like to only do good, but if you're gonna do bad, we're indifferent. It's like they're neutral, but they're a tool to be used. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do whatever you do, you're gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad. So that's on you. That's how I think crystals, how their life force goes. So anyway, that well water is down there by the crystals and it comes up into my fucking house.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you think about it. Yeah. So if you think about it, so my kids are like, me and my kids were bathing in this shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Corbin, I don't know if I told you or not, but I've started to work on a little comic of my own here of my Time Warriors thing.
Okay. Hell yeah.
One of those sketches I did just yesterday. So it's a little.
Oh, whoa. Hyper realistic. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
That's what's up.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, pop it back up real quick. I'm gonna show the homegirl. She draws. She does. Yeah, come here, look.
There it is in color. There it is in color.
Yeah, look.
Oh wow. Look at that. It's like glass.
Yeah.
What did you paint that on?
Oh, I actually drew it.
Or drew it. You didn't even paint it. It's like so. How did whatever? Drew it.
Colored it
What?
on a computer. I colored it on the computer. I hand drew it, but I colored it on the
Oh, forget about computers. Still.
Forget about computers.
I was like, what is this?
Dude, that shit is cold.
No, either way, it's badass no matter what, form or shit,
Yeah, but the clarity of it is because of that
Yes.
computer. Yeah, it's
And
just
it
like
looks
pop.
like glass.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I'll show her the sketch. Too. I'll go back to the sketch.
It's beautiful.
he's gonna go back to the sketch. This is a sketch.
Black and white sketch of it.
That's beautiful though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still beautiful.
Man, that,
Still the same. I
wow.
mean, really, it still looks like glass. The eyeball still looks like glass.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I mean, dude
really
is a cold piece. He's a cold piece, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
really,
an artist
really
to be
good.
damn for real.
really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Cool.
Wow. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I can.
And she's an artist, so
I don't-
I ain't just fucking.
I'm a different kind. But
And see, and now you know
that's
that I'm not just fucking blowing shit up your skirt.
yeah. I mean, whatever kind of art,
Yeah, if it's good, it's good.
If it's good, it's good.
It doesn't matter what the medium is.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that shit's cold as fuck. I like that, and that's just the eye, man. You ain't even got to the face yet.
I love seeing art that I like that makes me excited.
Right, it
And it
inspires.
does. It's like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
It's badass.
Mhm.
Here's a side picture of the face of the bad guy.
Yeah.
I like that.
It look like some SSP shit right there.
Mhm.
He's the
Yeah.
bad. He's an evil guy, Eric Thorne, and he's
That's badass.
Yeah,
Sadly,
that's dope.
Yeah.
sadly, he has time travel capabilities, and he's an evil guy. So
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It's what I think we might have been in that program, bro, at some point, or at least know about it from you know what I mean, like some kind of ethereal Akashic record level. Because when you popped it up, immediately in my head I was thinking SSP.
really,
Since they did,
wow.
we were able to talk. I'm sure they just
Right, exactly. Yeah, just stare at our ass. Yeah, before we can even talk. Yeah, I mean, we man, I'm telling you, dude, we've been fucking endowed with all kinds of crazy ass fucking knowledge and shit. And it's coming out through the art. It's coming out through the art.
Yes, it's coming out my art. I don't even know. It's like,
Right? No, you be drawing shit that's.
I mean, I literally just mix colors and that's how I paint, and then it comes out, and then I'm like, wow. But
No, I mean, I get other
my
work.
imagination comes in it too. But most of the time, it's whatever it is. But it's cool stuff.
Yeah, no, it's just dope.
Definitely cool stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Done, ghosts and aliens.
oh no, I've seen worlds and shit that you would fucking pay.
Yeah, but I did see some reptile looking and alien dudes the other day in my painting.
Really? Yeah. I mean, that's just a photograph of probably what you experienced in another
Obviously,
level.
it's an image that I'm
Another
consciously when I paint. And I even painted something it was like a girl floating on top of a girl. I'm like, did I just paint that?
Is that the protagonist?
Oh, that's
That's Timax. He's the good guy.
so good.
Yeah, but you said the protagonist.
It's actually me. It's actually me.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. The Elvis. I see the Elvis.
Got the hair.
Yeah. You gotta have a helmet for that hair. You don't want to fuck that up.
That's right. That's right. I don't know if I ever told you the story when I was working at the dealership up here. Did I tell you the story? So all the guys, it snows up here. So I was working at this GM dealership.
Uh-huh.
Cadillacs, Buicks, and Chevys. And in the wintertime, it snows. We got to brush all the cars off. We got to move the car, plow it. It's a mess.
Yeah.
And so it was really cold out. Everybody's going out. They got their gloves on. They got their jackets on. They got their scarf. They got their hat on, their mittens. I walked out there. I got my jacket. I got my gloves. I got my scarf. I don't have no hat.
Yeah.
And one of the guys goes, "Hey, Aaron, where's your hat? It's cold out here." I say, "You see this hair? This here is thermal hair."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, we're born with hair. What the fuck? If you grow that shit out, it's made to protect you from the elements.
Yeah. And if you wear a hat all the time, your body goes, "Holy crap, I guess this guy doesn't need hair up here anymore. It's nice and warm."
Yeah. Yep.
And wear a hat.
Yep. Yeah, man. But yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Shit, man. I mean, so Wednesday. So we're good with like interviewing.
We'll talk about it off air and see what's up with it.
Okay, cool. That's what's up, man.
I'd like to see, a really clear image of what they're talking about,
or at least have them like illustrate, or like like live time, like what I'm saying, like, hey, this part right here is
right.
Where,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, do that because I mean, I'm looking at it, and I did see something like. I wasn't looking for eyes. I was looking for more or less like, a body shape or like like a silhouette. And I saw a little bit of a silhouette reach up there, and she was like, yeah, that thing was right there, and it snatched my fucking bird down. Because I saw the bird get snatched down.
Yeah.
But at first I couldn't see what it was snatching down. But then I looked and I see the silhouette, and then that's what I saw. Like. So really, pretty much, they need to get a better fucking camera.
Yeah.
They need to get a better fucking camera.
Yeah.
If they got shit like that going on out there, it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the investment.
I think we should all have those cameras. I mean,
so what?
We should all have cameras like that. I turned a light on outside about a week or two ago, and I got 2 border collies in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
Out there now. I got to bring them in pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I turn on the light outside, and there's this big opossum running right beside Finn, the male dog. And there's like buddies.
What the fuck? No.
Like, well, it's a fenced-in backyard. How is that guy getting in there? Maybe they can climb fences.
Burrowing. They burrow.
Oh, do they?
Yes. They go on the ground.
Opossums?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They live in the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they have a curly tail, so I guess they can go up in trees, but them motherfuckers go in the ground, man. Yeah. I mean, possums will do what they have to do to get to some fucking trash or refuge.
They eat ticks.
Yep. So they do what they got to do. But yeah, man. Like I mean, like possums are like that's some wild shit. Like usually possums around here, like they fight dogs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they will fuck a dog. They will tear a dog's ass up. They will tear his ass up. Like they're not as bad as raccoons. Now them motherfuckers will kill a dog. But like possums will put up a pretty good fucking fight before they go.
Wow.
They're vicious. Like listen, it's known if you're driving and you fucking see a possum, kind of like trying to like do the juke, and then it's best to either swerve around it or catch it with a tire and kill it, because if it gets under that fucking car, that something will fuck up shit up under your car. A possum will.
Really?
Fuck yes, they are vicious.
Well, I want you to meet a friend of mine. He's right here. It's an awesome possum.
Awesome. He's the possum. I got a friend of mine.
There he is. So it's a children's book I illustrated and wrote. It's not published yet. This has not been published yet. It's going to be published soon.
Do it.
But yeah, he's this cool little possum, and he's really good at a lot of things. And skateboards, roller skates, but it's how nice he treats you. That's what makes him so awesome. So it's how nice he is. It's not really the cool things that he can do. So,
okay.
So here it is. So he's like the non-fighting kind of possum, I think. He's the cool kind of possum.
He's the one that plays possum like he's supposed to.
Yeah. And he's eating the ticks like he's supposed to.
Eating ticks and playing possum. Yeah. Listen, send me that shit. My kids will fucking love. Like, dude, you don't know how many times I had to read fucking Popple to my kids at night.
Well, you don't have to anymore. You don't have to anymore.
Because we got this one, right?
No, go to my kid channel. It's 3 a.m. Studios. You know what it is.
Yeah.
And I read Popple and Popple's Place.
You read it?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
holy shit. Listen, that's awesome because like every time like you come up in conversation, they're like, your friend Aaron, the one that sent us the toys and the books.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That dude, like when I say Aaron, you come up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, they love you, man. They love you, bro.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet.
Yeah. Listen. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna download that video because see where I live is like bad reception, right?
Okay.
So if I download it, I can play it with like little to no reception. So I'll definitely make sure to like download that. I'll go to 3 a.m. Studios. I'll download that, and they'll fucking love that shit. If you're reading that shit, dude, that's genius. That's fucking genius.
And I got another book that I wrote that's actually not published yet. It's called Dino Sounds.
Dino Sound?
And there I read that one too. That's what
okay. All right.
I actually wrote that one. So
okay, I'm getting all that. I'm
gonna put 3 a.m. Studios.
Just send it to me in Messenger, bro.
I know, but I'm put it in the chat.
The chat too for other people. Yes. Yeah, do that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Now I didn't write the Papa books, but I illustrated them. So.
Right. I got you. So yeah, man. Just send me all that shit, man. Cause I mean, dude, they always like today we was up here playing this shit, and then like when I said, hey, it's time to clean up, I seen one of the fucking one of the super cubes out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I seen one of the super cubes like, hey, you know what I mean? It was almost kind of like an omen, like, come on now. It's live chat today. You know what I'm saying? Zoom chat today. So yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. But no, my nose is about to run off my head right now.
Yeah, I gotta get going too. Everyone's saying goodnight in the chat. I think it's a good time to end this tonight. Thank you so much, Corbin, for calling in. We'll be talking between now and Wednesday, and we'll see if we can work something out there.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I appreciate you hitting me with the link and shit, man, and chopping up with me and my distant co-guest over here, Natalie.
It's nice artwork in the background too.
You already said nice artwork in the background.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. You had good work yourself. Very good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep. We're gonna have to get her on here, man, and we can just go ahead and go in and shit. You know, definitely.
I want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone who liked and shared the program. And even if it's over, you can always share it. And sharing is caring. And also, don't forget, you can be sporting some new duds.
Yes.
Someday. And then full disclosure rolling on.
Hey, listen. Before we get off, make sure you send me, like, I don't know how we can figure it out, but send me the graphic to that, and then if you want shirts, I could probably like get something screen printed at my job because I work at a screen printing shop.
Okay.
Yeah, and that could probably.
I have a T-shirt press here, but I also this is like an online kind of a store, so they do all the work for me. And
yeah. Oh no, I get like a Teespring or something like that. But what I was gonna say was like, you know, like, I mean, shit, I'll pay you. I'm not gonna like do you wrong. You know what I mean? I'll pay you. I'll be like, yo, like, you know, here you go. You know what I'm saying? I'll never do like that.
As far as the Awesome Possum, though, I don't really want to have that out there until it's published. So
no, I'm not.
I shouldn't have even shown it just now, but you were talking about possums. I thought, oh,
no, dude, no, this is me, bro.
That nicer side of possums.
No, this is me. Like, no, I'm not gonna share some shit that ain't supposed to be shared yet, man. Like, I got you. Right. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you.
So as soon as it's published, I'm looking at different places to publish it right now, and you know.
Yeah, just send me the word.
Don't worry, it'll be cool. It'll be
just send me the word, man. When it's time to go.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. And
no problem.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. We're going to do a show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekends. So that's what we're shooting for. So everyone, keep looking up. Full disclosure, peace